Hi guys, this is Brian Leni of Junior Stock Review Premium, and this is day 2 at the Metals Investors Forum. I have with me Simon Dyakowski, CEO of Aztec Minerals. Simon, it's great to have you.
Thanks for having me on once again, Brian.
Excellent. So to start off, you guys had some news just over a month ago, the deal with Kootenay Silver. Take us through, why you made the deal and some of the details.
Sure. So the deal with Kootenay really started a little bit before the announcement, obviously. So we had secured a strategic investment from Alamos Gold. They came in for roughly 10% of our company back in May, and now is on the heels of the discovery holes that we drilled over the first and second quarters of this year. So when Kootenay saw that announcement, we kind of came together and had a discussion about the best way to move the project forward corporately, and came up with a win-win solution where instead of operating it as a joint venture, as we had been for the last year and a half, that they would come in and now become a large shareholder. So we agreed to a price of about 10 million shares and leaving them with a small 0.5% NSR royalty. We view it as a way where Kootenay preserves some upside in the project, the royalty, and obviously becomes a very large shareholder of what we now view to be a much stronger enterprise, backed by obviously a mid-tier gold producer with strategic investment from Alamos.
Oh, very good. It is definitely a good deal and puts you guys in a better perspective for investors too, I think. Talking about Alamos, I think investors need to get some more detail on why they are looking at you guys as a strategic investment.
Yeah, so Alamos is familiar to some investors, but they're a mid-tier producer. I think they're about 500,000 ounce a year operators, and they're diversified across North America, but their main flagship mine that they got going on 15, 20 years ago is the Mulatos mine, which I think has seen over 2 million ounces of production. And Mulatos is right in our backyard. So it's a big open pit heap leach gold mine in Sonora, Mexico, in eastern Sonora. It's just down the highway from us, about 40 kilometers. And they've obviously built, a very successful mining company, not just exploration development, but actually a miner of significant scale on the basis of their discovery and subsequent development of Mulatos. One of the main businesses of a mining company is to replenish their reserves. So I believe their interest in Aztec is potentially looking at projects that could help them build out their production profile. And, with an added bonus of being in an area where they're already one of the most experienced operators of mining development and operations. So I'd say those factors are kind of why I would say Alamos is a very significant investor for Aztec.
Absolutely, yeah. That jurisdictional proximity makes so much sense, especially within that 50-kilometer radius of Mulatos. Makes a lot of sense to me. You're in the process of your phase 3 drill program at Cervantes. What can you tell us or give us an update?
Yeah, so obviously the use of proceeds from that financing was to continue drilling at Cervantes. So we designed an oriented core program. So it's about 3,000 meters, 11 to 12 holes that we have planned. We're currently complete over 50% of those holes. So we had news recently just giving a short update on the status of the program. So we've drilled about 8 holes now. And what these holes are doing are stepping out from the discovery pattern that we drilled over the previous 2 campaigns. So about 50, 60 meters to the north and another fence, another hole at California North, another hole at a zone that we're calling Ivana to the south. And what we're trying to demonstrate is primarily that the deposit is, not the deposit, but the mineralization is still open in all directions, that the oxide cap of this porphyry target is bigger than what we've demonstrated with the 40 or so holes thus far. And also with the oriented core to really understand the structure of the Cervantes project and particularly the California Jasper and California North zones. And as well, very significantly, I should mention that we're drilling a metallurgical test hole as well. So just to answer some more questions on potential mineral processing down the road, we're going to run a column leaching test over the winter months. And the material from that is coming from a PQ core hole that we've drilled recently. So that in a nutshell is our phase 3 oriented core program. And we expect to get results from that over the coming weeks, October, November timeframe, and analyze that and see how we move forward.
Excellent. News flow over the next few months, I think, will be good. So Cervantes gets all the attention, and I think, rightfully so. You guys have had some tremendous results over the last year, but you have another arguably flagship project in Tombstone. Give the viewers, some overview of Tombstone and what might be ahead maybe next year at that project.
Yeah, so Tombstone is it's the heart of a historic silver district that was a prolific producer of silver back in the day between 1880 and World War II. 32 million ounces of silver, half of which came from the Contention Mine, which is the heart of our land holdings. So in a 75-25 joint venture, we have about 500 patented acres of private land encompassing the most significant mines historically, and as well as a small open pit heap leach operation that operated in the 80s. So over the course of 2020 and 2021, we focused our efforts on drilling in that pit, and we've uncovered much more mineralization, both gold and silver oxide, along 900 meters of strike. So our key takeaway from that is that again, there's a significant mineralized zone that was unmined just below the surface of the pit. So our go forward plans there to continue to drill that off. It's still open in all directions. Thrown around term, but it's true on our project. And we've only gone down about 125, 150 meters to the water table. So future work there will include drilling that off at depth and in all directions with a diamond drill. So again, similar to Cervantes, transitioning from RC to core drilling, and also test some deeper CRD style targets where we have a couple sniffs, 7-meter historic intersection of almost 10% metal content in a deep hole in the limestones underneath the pit. So as you say, for another company, another flagship project, but we feel that we as Aztec will drill it at least one more time before deciding on how our shareholders can best monetize the structure of the two assets.
Awesome. That's excellent. You catalysts on Cervantes, and you have the background value to Tombstone. It's really good stuff. Okay, guys, I think the value proposition in Aztec is very clear. Catalysts on the horizon. Definitely check the company out. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them below, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you.